just a wonderful athlete, Gordon.
It's a remarkable story. I mean, we've had Mark on a few times, haven't we? You know, to start running, swimming, and he couldn't swim. You know, doing the Ironman at the age of 51 to what he is now. It's an incredible journey, but you could see that he's really enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle change for Mark. I know that from past experiences being with him. But no, I got nothing but admiration for all his efforts, and he's been all around the world, basically.
It's amazing.
Superb effort.
It really is. Closer to home, though, Fraser, competitive rugby. Well, we've seen it on the TV. Yeah. Well, competitive, we'll touch on that very shortly. But the KO Cup's come back.
Yeah, we got underway last week, actually. Narberth second, beating Pembroke 34-10. Unfortunately, this is... You know, really, it's ugly head early. There has been a walkover. Langham have given Fishguard a walkover, and Milford Haven actually Haverford on Friday, which I thought would be a tough trip for Haverford put them away 28-3 quite convincingly. There's games this Saturday now too. Aberystwyth on Neyland, Crimmock St David, and Pembroke Dock Whitland to be played. It's actually, for all the misgivings about the KO Cup they've been over the years, it's very good that they have this first round. They brought the cut-off date forward because it basically sorts your pre-season fixture out. Yeah. So, you know, teams, the league, I think, and this Saturday, and some teams aren't till a couple of Saturdays after getting underway in the league. So there's opportunity there to play games, which is good, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I was interviewing some of the Scarlets players at the county show, and they're like, "Oh, we've got a pre-season against Llandudbury, and then we've got another little like round robin tournament, and then we're straight into competitive fixtures." It's not a long build-up time.
No. Yeah, Scarlets going to it this week, obviously, and yes, that's a minefield, isn't it? Speaking of Scarlets, whether they'll be here next year, we don't know, do we?
We do not know, so we'll find out. WRU will be, whether we like it or not. Yeah. And Steve Tandy's started today.
Yeah, he was a candidate for it. I mean, he's done a great job with the Lions. He's been with Scotland for a few years. It's a poison chalice, if I'm honest, to come into Welsh rugby with it on such a low, with the regional rugby in the state it is in. The international scene isn't great, but I wish him all the best. I hope that he can galvanise some sort of squad together to compete in the autumn series, and more importantly, in the Six Nations. We'll have to wait and see on that score, mind.
Yeah, Gordon's right. It's an unenviable task, it looks like, for him at the moment, with everything that's going on in the background. Pro Game's about to take a massive hit. It's a necessary one because of the financial implications. I'm afraid I don't like it, but you have to admit that. How they finalise it, obviously there's going to be some traditional sides lost and some very upset fans, because at least one team is going to go. So whether they choose a West and East region, I don't know what the best solution is, or whether they just keep two of the clubs. I think it would most likely be Scarlets and Cardiff if they did that. That's only me guessing if they did. But we'll see what transpires.
But Fraser, you can't be sentimental about these sort of decisions.
No, you're absolutely right.
It's important that Welsh rugby survives, and in its current state, it's not going to.
Absolutely.
So you know, we have all this tribalism in Welsh rugby. We need to put that aside and see the bigger picture and move on.
Absolutely right. I mean, the elephant in the room here we have to speak as well is that, and not for a second I'm suggesting that it shouldn't be, you have to invest in women's rugby now, but obviously since the fresh investment and an landing pro contract to the women's side has eaten financially a lot more, so it attracted from the men's side in terms of how well the W can support them. So, you know, I dare say without that, you maybe have scope for an extra team. But the fact is that that's the situation it is now. And unfortunately, speaking of the women, it's Jasmine Joyce spoke actually this weekend, spoke very well, and said we've been handed pro contracts, the environment's better, facility was than it ever has been. We need to perform, and apparently they haven't been in the World Cup. It's been two very poor displays so far.
Yeah. And the coach they brought in has caliber, right? At the Hartbury ladies, he got back-to-back league victories with that team. Like he knows how to manage a team. What do you think is?
Well, you're talking, I think, one win in 8 games now, I think, or one win in 9 games, and that was a friendly, essentially a friendly win on tour in Australia. So has not a competitive win yet, and needs one. needs to beat Fiji to finish off that World Cup game, in respect to the fact they're already out, of course.
Yeah, a big show for Fiji then.
Yeah, they just got to go out there and wear that Welsh jersey with pride, like any player who has the opportunity to do will do. Just give it your best. That's all you can do, and that's all you can ask. They're in a very difficult situation at the moment as well. Quality might not quite be there, but in the future they can build.
Yeah.
So we just have to be optimistic.
More positive note, good to see Jonathan Thomas back in rugby. He's taken over Swansea RFC, hasn't he, as head coach?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, roll back in for him. He's got a lot of affiliation history, I believe, isn't he? So, good for him.
He started his first-class rugby with Swansea.
Yeah.
As an 18-year-old, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And but will still potentially be a new redeveloped St. Helens ground as well for them.
No cricket, plenty of rugby.
Yeah, that's the idea, isn't it? Linking up with the university side as well, both sharing the ground there is what's proposed in this document. You can see the document on the WRU website. You'd love to get your thoughts, actually. You can send us an email, sport@purewestradio.com, and give us your thoughts. 2 regions, which ones are linked with the women's team? The women's team, they actually developed, didn't they? They got the 2 women's team with the lightning and weather names, and a lot of people thinking, is that going to happen to the men's game? And then the last point, which my mate Dave said, very quickly before I hand over to Pembrokeshire Island Disc, is will it make that top tier more of a watch for local fans again? Flashley Wanderers had apparently over 1,000 people watch them the last week. Will we get a return to that, do you think?
I'd love to see crowds return to watch rugby. But, there's so many other things on offer today. It's so difficult.
Yeah. And
I think at lower level now, especially if you look at that league, I know if St David's are and they have localised it, which should help crowds in that respect. But Gordon is right, unfortunately.
Well, we'll wait as the seasons get back underway.
That was a joyous note to finish.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to support rugby, go down and support your team. Send us pictures of you supporting the boys. We know that Kim Thomas will be at the Narberth games, at least. So we'll look forward to hearing those post-match interviews. Right now, though, we do need to go. Thanks again to Mark Edwards, to everyone that Fraser spoke to in the first hour. You can listen back to all of the interviews at purewestradio.com. We'll be back next Monday, where hopefully we'll have a Harrison Allen Bowl winner.
Oh gosh, let's hope so.
Fingers crossed. It's just got 9 o'clock. The Pembrokeshire Island Discs with Dave Goldings and Kitty Coates is up next. Fraser, Gordon, thank you very much.
Cheers, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
From the heart of Pembrokeshire on your smart speaker.